Hello. It says I'm live. Oh, if I'm out of breath, it's because I've been working. I gotta move my finger. That would be helpful, probably. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. And I don't know why I'm not seeing the chat. Oh, yes, I am seeing the chat in tiny letters. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. Welcome, everybody. All right. This is my attempt at yarn organization. So don't laugh, okay? All right. I'm sorry about the jostling. We will be moving around quite a bit, because that's all I can do to show you. So, hi, Linda. Hi, guys. Welcome. Hi. You guys are in tiny little print on my phone, so I'm sorry if I miss you. Good to see you. Creatively created, Dana. This video's for you, my friend. You're the one that said, we want to see. So, okay. All right. You guys are going to be astounded at how much yarn I have. Let's put it this way. I'm astounded at how much yarn I have, but I love every piece. So, what can you do? What's a girl to do? You know what I'm saying? We are artists. Aren't we artists? Who's going to paint with just, a handful of colors? You got to have all the colors. So, welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Yay. Brian's still working, or he'd be in here yakking, I'm sure. So, but okay. So, thank you for the squirrel raid. You guys are sweetie pies, really. Seriously, you guys are the best. Okay. So here lately, I've been getting some of my yarn from Paintbox, because I've been looking for certain colors, and they seem to have quite a few different colors. I'm going to walk us over here. And again, I apologize in advance. I'm probably not going to see all your questions or your names, because it's your tiny little writing on my phone. And we're going to do a lot of moving around. And hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, I basically have a closet. That's a closet, okay? And 2 IKEA shelves. That is my, or bookcases. That's my, that's what I do. Is there a way to turn this around? Yes, there is. Okay, so I apologize in advance. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything, but anyway, so my yarn area really is the room that we have the grandbabies in. It's the playroom. Except for they leave Mama K's yarn alone. That's the rules. Them's the rules. Okay. So that closet there is where I put most of my yarn. Okay. And then I've got this. And see all my pretties in there. So we have cakes. And we have some beautiful Paintbox 4-weight in there. All right. Then this is my cotton section. So I got lots of cotton. I love these fun little minis I got. I got these 2 bags of these little minis here in all sorts of colors. I can't wait to play with them. And then my expensive yarn I put up on top. This is your worsted, and I mean your superwash and your merinos and your wools and all that. I don't use a lot of wool. I'm more of an acrylic and cotton gal, but then I fall in love with something and I have to have it, right? So if I can show you, well, who doesn't love that, right? Okay, love that. What did I see the other day? I had, oh yeah, this guy. Look at the sparkles in there. There's sparkles in there. I don't know if you can see them. There's sparkles in there. Oh my gosh. And so, I can't wait to play with these yarns. Oh wow, look how well these two go together. That's neat. I didn't even plan that. I got those from 2 different places. So, giving you close-ups of one of my bookcases. I do have another bookcase out in my shed quarters, but my shed quarters is my office. And as much as I would love to just surround myself in a giant yarnery in my office, I'm supposed to get work done. So, I do have a corner. I do have a little bookcase in there with a yarn in it, but it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be working. Okay, how do I put my stuff in my closet? All right, let me show you here. See if I find one. Here we go. I use these giant, I don't even know how big they are. I got to read them. I've got one, but I use these giant bags. You see those giant bags? It's like a giant Ziploc. Okay, so I use those giant bags and I stack them on top of each other. Now, I like to use the color wheel, right? So I separate out my yarn by color. I don't separate it out by size. Someday I will do it by size when I have more room. But I like to separate it out by color. So you'll see white, and then there's beige, and then we have pinks, then we have the reds, then we go to orange, right? I'm doing the color wheel, and then there's the yellow, and then, sorry if I make you sick, we go this way. There's the teals, and there's the greens, and there's the blues, and there's the purples, and then that was black and gray. Okay, so I like to separate things out by the color wheel. I'm going to sit down on my floor because this is how I do this. Look, I'm surrounded by yarn in my color wheel. You're seriously in love. Oh, you sweetie pie. Okay, so I just got, you see these? I just got these paint box yarns. Okay, and I separated them out. I'm about ready to put them in bags and all that, and put them in my color, if it's in a pink bag, it's in a pink bag, and that sort of thing. I do the color wheel in my closet, so I know, oh, I need a yellow, so I'm going to have to, yellow's usually on top. I usually go the opposite because I don't use a lot of white. I have a tremendous... I have a crazy amount of white. I have more than that. Because you remember my grandma's yarn? I got, for some reason, I'm not joking right now, there has to be at least 20. I think 20 bright white skeins of the old Windtuck yarn. I don't know what Grandma was doing with them, but for me, I like white. White is nice, but I like it more of an accent because to me in the color wheel, white is very bright. It's a very hot color. And I tend to go, I love bright colors. I love bright colors. Okay, that ought to be obvious. I love cheerful, happy colors. I'm not a big fan, you'll see my cakes down there. I'm not really super big fan of the brown, the gray, I don't like, I don't want to feel like I'm depressed or I'm going to cry if I work on my yarn. I'm sorry to those people who love browns and all the earth tones and all that, but, I like my colors to pop. All right, so, but when I do it this way, this is what happened. When I do it in colors, okay, and this is just my solids, all right? I have one stack in my closet, not near as much as this. I mainly have solids. I've figured out that I really like solids and color combination. I like to create colorscapes, okay? That's what I do. I love to create colorscapes. Colors speak to me. So I have one stack, and there's a pretty tall stack. It's not as high as me, but it's a pretty tall stack in there of my variegateds, my stripes, my, whatever, that kind of yarn. I have one stack of bulky, That's probably my smallest amount is bulky, and here's why. I live in Sacramento. It was 101 degrees yesterday. I don't need a bunch of bulky yarn. It gets hot and we start kicking off covers at night. It will get chilly. Don't kid yourself. It will get chilly, but we'll get 2 or 3 weeks of maybe 40 degrees. So it will get chilly, but nothing like, Brian and I met and married in Anchorage, Alaska. So nothing like that. Okay. Plus, when I started doing everything by color, I noticed something. My biggest stack is pink. Apparently, I like pink, okay? And until I got this recent purchase of, and this goes in the pink, until I got the recent purchase of paint box here, I really had half a sack of red. That's all I had. I had half a sack of red. And I love red. So I was like, where the heck is all my red? I don't know if I thought that I had it because it's one of my favorite colors or what, but I didn't really have a whole lot of red. Anyway, my oranges, I love my oranges and my yellows. At the time, also, when I first did this, I discovered I had absolutely no mustard. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went ahead and bought some paint box. So I knew the next time I was going to buy some yarn, I needed to buy some mustard. I had no mustard. Okay. So that's my yellow side. And all right. So sorry. We're moving. Look away if you get seasick. Okay. The other color that I seem to have the most of is teal. Now this is picking up a little bit blue in here, but no, it's not that blue. Those are teals, okay? So more of teals. There is a little bit of blue in here just because I ran out of space for the blue. All right. Then I wanted some different shades of green. So I got some greens in here. And then look at my blue. I really only have a sack and a half of blue. And I love blue. And then I discovered over here in my purple land, I wanted to get some darker purples. So when I went, I didn't hardly have any darker purples. I had lilac and lavender and that sort of thing, but I didn't have your dark kind of eggplant and that. So that's what I bought from Paint Box is, I need, some eggplant. Not a big fan of beige and taupe, as you can see by the sack. Again, not really. Now, if I don't mind them if they're like, grays. I don't mind grays. I don't mind like your clay, that sort of thing. But again, and I have very little brown. In fact, I need to get brown because I really have hardly any. And come on, Karen, you need brown for an accent color. So, but that's what this kind of separating it by color really kind of helped me figure out, okay, where am I at? What do I have? What do I not have? That sort of thing. And most of these are 4-weight. There's a little bit of DK in here. My favorite weights are your DK and your 4. Okay, again, I live in California. I don't need heavy weights. I made a blanket out of bulky yarn, and it was like a weighted blanket. And it's nice in the dead of winter. But other than that, nobody in this house is going to be putting that blanket on, okay? I love looking at the different shades, okay? So, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do 2 hands to open this little sack here. And by the way, Paint Box Yarns comes with these cute little bags, which I do repurpose all the time. Okay, so this is their rose red. Isn't that a pretty red? That's their rose red. Now, look. This is their pillar red. You notice the difference? And so I love shading. I love to go, oh man, that, when you're looking for something and there's a whole different red. This is that beautiful, this is my first time I ever got it. And it was off lovecrafts.com. And I'm sorry if I'm not reading what you're commenting. You're on teeny tiny type on my phone. All right, this is the King Cole Comfort, and it was the first time I ever got King Cole. But I was talking to Rosalie over at Yarn It Out, and she said she loved King Cole, so I thought I'd give a little bit of a try. So you see the different shading of red. I love that. So I'm happy to report that even I only had a half a stack of red, but now I have a little bit more red to play with. So, hey, by the way, I was going to tell you guys, Dana wanted me to do this video. So if you have not subscribed to Dana and Joe, they're a couple like Brian and I, who both of them crochet. Go over to Creatively Created. If somebody could post her link, that'd be great. Creatively Created, and subscribe to Dana and Joe. You will not go wrong. They are hysterical. Joe basically says what everybody's thinking. So, but he just comes out and says it. So, he's a hoot. Okay, so I want to show you kind of my thinking, all right? Sorry, I had to take a drink. Next step for me is I'm going to do the trick of, and I've got them coming from Amazon, of taking a snippet of each color. So I have all the different shades. And again, I don't think there's any 2 weights in here. There might be just a handful. This is mostly your 4 weight and your DKs, okay? Anyways, I'm going to take snippets of each yarn and put it on a, have you seen this? I'm sure you have, of the tongue depressors or sticks, whatever they're using, the craft sticks. Okay, they wrap them around the craft stick, and then they write the name of the yarn on the craft stick. So I want to do that because I don't want to have to pull out all the purple if I'm looking for that certain purple color. I want to be able to look it up on the stick first to see if I have it. Because again, like I said, I have fallen in love with color crafting. You know, this is my, I'm only a year and a half into crocheting. And at first, I just bought anything that was on sale. Any color, any shade, any shape, any weight, anything. I just bought it. And, but I discovered, no, I do indeed actually have preferences. And slowly but surely, that's what I have gone to is my preferences. And that's most of them, as you can see, are the bright colors, the fun colors, the cheerful colors. I think because a good part of the reason that I started crocheting is because of stress. I'm trying to alleviate stress. I'm trying to do something fun, creative, and I like to do things. I'm a for my day job, for my business. I don't spend enough time, but I do need to spend more time because, you know, here's the thing. And I'm sorry if this sounds arrogant, but I'm the CEO of the company. If I'm not thinking about the future of our company, who is going to? And it's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of the crazy that goes on that I need time to sit and think for a minute. And I swear to you, crocheting has helped me in that area. If my hands are moving, if I'm sitting there and I'm doing something repetitive, I'm doing something kind of, meditative, that sort of thing, I call it percolating. I start percolating on the future, on what needs to happen, on what the next steps are, that sort of thing. And that has been very helpful. So I'm telling you right now, crochet has helped me with my business. As long as it's not distracting. And that's why I can't have a whole lot of it in my office. Okay, so I want to show you an example of what I'm talking about. This is my blouse. This is one of my blouses, okay? This is a blouse. And I was wearing this yesterday, and I was having dinner. This is what happens to me. This probably happens to you guys already, but this is what's happening to me. So I'm sitting there, and I'm having dinner, and I'm wearing this blouse, and I look down, and I go, I love these colors. I love these colors. And I'm like, and then my very next thought is, do I have yarn in these colors? So what happens is I take whatever it is, and it can be a photo, it can be out of a magazine, it can be out of, sometimes I will, like somebody will put a color combination together and it'll be a free pattern or something like that. And I'll be like, oh my gosh. And I screen cap it to see if I have those colors. Okay. If I can make that color combination. Well, and Instagram has been really good for that. And I love scenery. So I love florals. I love, oh my gosh, some mountain pictures, and they'll do the different shades of green and golds. And that's another color that I don't have very much of is the golds. And that sort of thing. And so I'll go around, I'll see if I can find that color. So I'll just play. I just play. I noticed, and this is one thing I noticed, I don't have very much coral. And this has some coral in it. And I thought, oh my gosh, so the next time, if there's a good sale or something like that, and I like Premier Everyday DK has I don't know what they did, but all of a sudden it has 81 colors. And one of them is coral. And I went to go buy it and it sold out, of course. I think that's because of Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches. Go, Jennifer, go. You and your coral, girl. But, I'll take a look at it and I'll go, well, is that color? Not quite, but almost. Almost, that's that color. Is this shade here? Hold on, I gotta try to open a sack one-handed here when it's got a tie. Is this the deeper color in the middle? Come out, come out. Oh, I thought I killed my life. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Is this that deeper color in there? I don't know. Almost. Then I look, and then, okay, so some of these are your kind of rose color, your kind of pink color, that sort of thing. And so I was looking at this color over here, wondering, hold on one second. You stay there for a second. Stay there. I got to open this with two hands. All right, sorry. I was wondering if this color was in there. You think that color is in there? I don't know. But boy, do I like those two colors together. You see what I'm saying? So I play with it, and then what I do, and I can't quite tell if this dark color is black or a dark navy. Or maybe it could be a dark, like your eggplant purple. The base color here has a slight pink hint to it, but when you look at it really close, I think it's the overall that's making it look pink, because when you look really close, it's a light gray. So that's what I do. And then when I find the color combination that I have that's close enough, I put it on my desk. And then I let it sit. And I put it on my desk so that every once in a while I'll look up and there it will be. And I will sit there and I'll go, and I have done this many times. I've walked into my office, looked at those colors and said, I don't like it. I mean, seriously. So I let it sit with me for a while. Do I like these color combinations? Do I not like these color combinations? Is there another one that I think I would like better? Sometimes I'll hold the yarn up to the screen or the picture to the screen and say, now, does Premier DK have a shade in that color? Do Paintbox have a shade in that color? So, not everything, everybody's screen is different. People don't realize that, but pretty much everybody's screen is different. That's a good rule of thumb. And so the shade of pink you see and the shade of pink the person next to you sees could be two different things. All right. So I'm waiting for my my tongue depressors to come. Oh, sorry. My tongue depressors to come so I can make my swatches. And I want to make baskets. I want to crochet some baskets to put them in because I think that feels appropriate. And so, but literally stack these in these bags. Oh, the bags. Here we go. All right. This is what I get. I get them off Amazon. You get them in a I don't think they sell them a single pack. You get them in a 3-pack. I don't remember how much they are, but there's a ton of them. And you put a ton in them. But they're the vacuum storage bags. Supposedly, you can roll them up. See her rolling it up? Yeah, that didn't work for me. And I even laid on the thing and I couldn't roll it up. Okay, but I get them from Amazon. What does that say? What? OQZIKO. I don't know what that means. Okay, anyway, they're huge. They come with, see if I can find one. And they fall off, which is the problem I'm having of being able to find one. But they come with this little thing that you punch it together. You punch it together, and then it comes with this thing that you just zip right across, and it seals the whole thing. So, I don't know if they have one up at top here. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. Okay, that's one of the bags. All right. Anyway, I don't notice them getting crushed. And I don't know if it's because it seals in air with it. I mean, I try to push the air out so it's not a big bubble. But I haven't noticed them getting crushed. So, and I kind of was concerned about that. But anyway. Okay, that is my attempt at yarn organization. And especially for, you know, I have a small space. I have a tiny space. I share this space with the kiddos. So I'm trying to tuck everything away into, I'm trying to have I love all the colors. So that's my downfall is I love all the colors and I love playing with color. And I could literally sit in here like I am on the floor. I can't tell you how happy I am to be sitting in the middle of the floor with an ombre of colors around me. And so, but I'm going to wait till I get the tongue depressors and I'm going to label everything and I'm going to put my samples because looking at my samples and putting those color combinations is easier than me pulling in, pulling out, pulling in, pulling out. I have everything separated by color. At some point, I'd like to have everything separated up by color and by weight. So that'll be something different. But okay, there's a peek into my organizational world. Sounds like heaven. Come on over, enjoy my heaven with me. And you can play with the toys too. Yay! Yep. I love my closet. I love sitting in here looking at my closet. And then it's so pretty. I don't want to touch anything. I'm like, no, it's not here just to be a decoration, Karen. You're going to play with those colors and work with them. So, hi, everybody. Good to see you. She says, oh, I wish. Yes. Okay, I know that Brian and I are supposed to pick a winner today for our giveaway. If you have not signed up for the giveaway, make sure you go to our last live, and I think it was last Sunday, and make sure that you watch that or watch the last part of it, which tells you what to do for the live. And when Brian's done working or whatever, we will pick we'll pick a winner tonight and let everybody know. Lots of people are asking what kids. Oh, well, let me tell you. Okay, so Brian and I do not have any bio children. We did not generate children, okay? So, but the Lord has totally blessed us. We have a lot of younger people in our lives. Really, I don't know why. I mean, even I was telling Brian the other day, we have a 20-year-old that works at our office, and she's like been assigned to me. So for some reason, young folks are attracted to Brian and I, and so we end up with a lot of young millennials, a lot of young 20-somethings. Well, here's what happens is young 20-somethings apparently have babies. Okay? They have babies. Well, some of them have officially made Brian and I their children's godparents. And of course, I adopt all the babies, right? All the babies are Mama K's and Papa B's. Okay, so and then we've got our playroom back here. So we have kids over all the time, and it's just been a real blessing. If you're not able to have kids, it's it's like that scripture that God sets the barren in families. Well, He sure has for Brian and I. So we have people in our lives who call us on a regular basis, want to come over and hang out with Mama K and Papa B, and all the kiddos call me Mama K, and I get to love on them and hug on them and make hats for them and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, and you are invited too. You're invited to come on over, and sometimes they won't leave our house, like like we're their real parents, and they just want to live at our house. And sometimes it's like, okay, you have your own place, right? Like, are you trying to tell us something? What's happening here? So, and then, hey, Mama K, what you fixing? or, right, just like regular kids, right? For some reason, they know exactly when dinner is done. And then here they come running. So, yep. So we are blessed that way. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to Fiber Hearts, please do. Please click that subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed our conversations here. I'm sure. And make sure you go to Granny D, okay? Knit, Purl, and Squirrel. Make sure you join her and subscribe to her. Make sure that you join again Dana and Joe. Dana was the one that put me up to this. So, because I told her, I said, I'm going to try to organize some yarn tomorrow. She's like, we want to see. So make sure you go to Creatively Created Crochet. And there's just a ton. I wish I could mention everybody. Just find somebody on here and go subscribe to them, okay? Because they're the best. I swear, our Fiber Hearts friends are the best. Okay, we love you, and I'll see you tonight probably for a short clip of us choosing a winner. Okay, bye! I don't know how you exit out of here on the phone. I'm usually doing this on the desktop. Okay, share, cancel, mute, save. Oh, is that the exit? Okay, thanks everybody, bye.